Welcome to the video. I think I'm slightly overdue an update on my trading account, and if you've clicked on this video hoping to see a photography video or something about Instagram, well, I do have other interests. So about 15 months ago, I decided to have a go at trading on the UK stock market, just to have a bit of fun and to learn how trading in the stock market works. And I've set out to spend no more than £200. I invest £200 on the UK stock market, and I'm buying companies or shares of companies up to the value of £50. And when those shares go above £2, when they make £2, go £2 profit, then I sell them and accrue the gains, and I continue. And I've been doing this, as I said, for about 15 months. And it's been a positive experience for me, and I've learned quite a bit about the stock market and how it works. And as I said, I'm overdue an update. So without further ado, I'll jump on my computer and we can have a look at where my account stands now, and I can go through what I have been doing over the last 2 or 3 months since my last video. So let's have a look. So here we are on my computer, and as you can see, I'm currently have shares in 4 different companies: Drax, Legal & General, Primary Health Properties, and Reckitt Beckinsale. And I'll start with Drax. It looks like I'm up £8.06 on Drax, which I am. And you're probably wondering, why haven't I sold them yet? Because my strategy is to sell the shares once they become £2 positive. Well, I'm either trying to be greedy or I'm being clever. Firstly, I'll just explain why Drax is £8 up and I've still got them. I'll have a look at the table, have a look at the chart that tells us where Drax is. So I bought those Drax shares around May time, and immediately I bought them. As always, when I buy shares, they just dropped off a cliff. So they just went right down, and they've been sitting right down for a couple of months. And then all of a sudden, Drax posted a positive profit message to tell its shareholders and the world that it was doing very well, and the shares shot up. And that was just my luck. I was in the right place at the right time. I bought the right share at the right time. And they've been sat there for quite a while, doing very, very well. Now, the reason I haven't sold them yet is because they come ex-dividend soon. And what that means is when a share is ex-dividend, on the date that it's ex-dividend, if you own that share, then you get a dividend for owning that share. What tends to happen is that people buy into that company just prior or leading up to the ex-dividend date to gain those dividends on the date. And that pushes the share price up. So what I expect I will do is I will keep an eye on it and sell those shares just before the ex-dividend date to get the best value out of those shares. And I had a look on Dividend Max, and I can see here the dividend date is the 19th of September. It's currently now early August, so I've just got 6 weeks to wait. And on my expectation, those shares will go up in the lead up to the 19th of September. And for every share I own, or every share a person owns at the date that the ex-dividend is, they will get 10.4 pence. So if I go back to my stocks, I've got 9, so that means I will gain 90 pence if I keep hold of those shares. But because I know that as soon as the ex-dividend date goes, shares tend to drop in value, what I will do is sell those shares beforehand. And it's going to help my overall number. So that's Drax. So that's one I've got lucky with. One that I'm not being terribly lucky with is Legal & General. They're currently sat at minus £1.07. But equally, I'm not stressed by that because their ex-dividend date is coming up soon as well. So I expect that number to go up. And what I decided to do was buy into dividend shares that give dividends. And Legal & General are another one, and they're a solid company, and they will gain in value. So I'm happy with those. Primary Health Properties is one that I've kind of failed on. I've had it for 7 months, and it's hovered around the £2 minus £2 mark. I'm going to keep it for as long as I need to until it goes up in value, until I can make a profit on it, and then I'm going to sell. But equally, every quarter I get a dividend of about 30 pence. So as long as I hold on to it, I'll get that money back anyway. So I'll be all right. And finally, Reckitt Beckinsale. That's another one that's coming ex-dividend soon, and it's another one I decided to buy as a dividend share. And I believe that it's a multinational, super global company that is never going to lose me money. So that's why I bought that share. So my current investment of my original £200, if I scroll up here, I've actually got £146.83 of my money invested into this share account. And if I sold everything now, I would get back £152.40. But remember, I started out with £200, and the current value, the previous value of my account, my last video, I think it was £268. So that's how much the value of my account was. So I started with the 200 and I gained £68. Now the current value right now, as it stands on my account, is £300 and £300 and 6 pence. So what that means, I've gone over the £100 mark. So I've got 50% return on my £200 investment. So I invested £200. In 15 months, my account is now valued at £300. Of course, that can go up or down. And bear in mind, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I'm just doing this for fun and entertainment, and there's a learning curve for myself. But that's positive for me today. Obviously, Monday might be different, and next week might be different. I'm hopeful that it's going to go up, and it might go down. And what I'm going to do eventually, I'm going to use that money, that extra money I've earned, and I'm going to hopefully buy a lens for my camera or a filter system. That's what I'm going to use the money for, and that's kind of the way I'm doing it. I'm not looking to make lots and lots of money. I'm just doing this for fun, just a bit of pocket money to have a play with. So what do I do next? So obviously I've only got 4 shares. I'm going to sell Drax shares potentially in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to sell Legal & General shares soon, and I'll sell Reckitt shares soon, and I'll need to buy into more companies. So what I'll do now is I'll just take you through my process of how I'm looking to buy shares and what I'm looking for and what my current strategy is. So let's have a look at this now, and I'll pick a few shares out for you and show you what I do. So what I would do is go on to Google and just do search best dividend shares in the UK, which I've just done. And I've now got this list of the top 13 dividend shares, and it's given me Vodafone at the top, which is a company I used to own, British American Tobacco, Glaxo, National Grid was another one I've had, HSBC, BP, Shell, etc. So what I'll do is I'll pick a couple of shares, which I have done. I've just had a look at a couple, and I'll have a look on my trading accounts. I'll put a couple in, and if I have a look at my list, so what I've decided to do is have a look at Unilever as an example. So Unilever, this is if I look at, generally I look at a 3-month view of each share that I'm looking to buy. Now I see Unilever in late July has had a big surge, and it's kind of riding a bit high. So I don't think I'm going to buy that share, because I can see a massive big gap that it can go down, and that's the reason I wouldn't buy it. And even in the last year, it's just gone up and up and up. So logic would say it would keep going up, but the world doesn't work like that. So my expectation is I would want to see Unilever down here before I bought into it. And if I look at the 5-year trend, it's quite close to its 5-year high. So all the signals to me suggest that Unilever may not be the best one to look into. That's only these are only my ideas of what I like and and this might not be the right way to do it. It might be a better way of doing this. So the other company I looked at was BP. So I've just looked at a couple just for the benefit of showing you what I do. So I've a look at BP, and I can see that BP currently is as of the 5th of August. It must be newer than since. It must be 12th of August. That's about now. It is right down. So this is a 3-month view, I think. Let's have a look. 3-month view. So they've gone down a lot, and equally you might say, well, they've had some big drops and they keep going down. And what's to say they won't keep going down? That's a really good point, because they may do. So if I have a look at the year chart, the year chart shows me that it's in the last year it's gone up a couple of peaks and it's down. So that's positive in my mind. 5-year, there's a 5-year trend as it's going up, but obviously in the last year it's been a bit yo-yoing. So I would definitely look at that, consider that BP as a purchase option, and Currently, the shares are £4.33 each, and I could probably buy about 10 of those or more and sit on those. So I would definitely look to buy some BP shares, and that's the method I use. I know lots of other people look into the data of the company, how profitable are they, all those sorts of things, and they're all important. But I'm only investing 30, 40, 50 pounds, and this is a blue chip company, so I think I don't think I can go wrong. But all in all, I think generally I think my account's doing well. I have done very well with dividends. I'll just have a quick look at what's been happening to my account over the last couple of months. So I received £1.77 from as a dividend from British American Tobacco, which is a company I recently sold. This is where I bought Reckitt's. I sold the Unilever, so I've already looked into Unilever and sold those. So I'm obviously made a profit on Unilever. And this is where I sold my British American Tobacco shares. So I made quite a bit of money off them. I sold my National Grid shares. Once again, I made lots of money off that. I also got nearly a £2 dividend. This is where I bought Legal & General, and I bought Unilever, and then obviously since sold those. I've sold my PayPal shares at last 2 months ago. I sold YouGov. So you can see things move and change my account, but I'm not doing things every day. I'm just have a once a day look to see how it's going. And that's where I am. That's where my account is. And as you can see, it's going okay. Thank you very much indeed for watching the video. I hope it's been interesting for you. I know it's something slightly different and it's not photography, but I hope it has been informative. If it has, why not give it a like? That would be amazing. And if you do like this finance content, then why not subscribe to the channel to get more of these finance videos? Thank you very much once again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheerio.